content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. You're going to get value from this video.
Alright, hello guys, welcome to this week's live stream. I'm Dave from the TVR Creators, and on this week's episode of the live stream, I'm going to be giving you a rundown of the best ways to set up your YouTube channels. Let's go.
You're going to get value from this video.
Okay, so many of you have been asking me on the TQ and through private messaging and all the rest of it, what is the best way to set up your channel? And I must admit, I've been looking at some of your channels and some of them are brilliant, and some of them just need a bit of tinkering to make them on the level that you all want. What I would highly recommend is watch this video, because I'm going to tell you exactly the best way to do that. Let's just go to the screen now, and what I'm going to show you is the best way to set up your channel. Now you're probably thinking, what does he know? But I'm going to show you the best way to do that, because I just think it's really important to think the best way to discover and how to have your channel, the best way to what balance to have, how to set up your videos. So basically, this is my my YouTube channel that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, and what I highly recommend to begin with is having a good banner. It's just really important to have that sort of professional size, and just sort of makes something that's simple but clear. It tells your audience exactly what your channel is about, and that's just really important to get across to your viewers and fans. Now, I won't worry too much. It doesn't have to be over complex. There are loads of websites. The easiest way to find them is just type in free YouTube banner. You'll get it on a Google search or any search engine, and you can download free ones very easily or create your own within templates. And that's just a very easy way to get a professional looking banner. Or as I've shown in other videos, or perhaps go into more detail in another video, you can design your own, you know, using different editing programs on Photoshop and stuff like that. But as long as it's something really simple, it's just the logo, and maybe it's just got like a slogan, like here I've got build your brand, you know, so you guys get value. See what I did there? So basically, you know, at the moment I have a picture of myself as my profile picture, and you know, I think it's very important to show that connection with your viewers, which is really cool. I think it's very important to have a logo or your face, and you're probably thinking, well, what should I have? And I would highly recommend going with your face. I know that probably sounds a bit, well, your face, but I think it's quite important to do that, because you can connect with your audience and they can see straight away that it's you, if they're looking through the profiles or, you know, other YouTube channels. And it just adds that sort of layer of personal, you know, it makes it more personal, and they can go, oh, look, it's Dave, or, you know, it's you, and that sort of thing. So bear that in mind when you set up your channel. Now, the next thing I would go into briefly would be your channel trailer. I think it's highly, you know, really important to think about when every person that comes onto your channel, for some of them, it could be the first time they go on your channel. Now, for a lot of them, they will find one of your videos, and that will be more likely their first experience of you. And if they like your work, like a lot of you guys are, you know, enjoying and getting value from my videos, hopefully you know, subscribe and share with people and stuff like that. But what's really cool to think is your trailer is, you know, the first sort of protocol when people first go on the channel. So I would say either make a video just saying, maybe just introducing yourself or what your channel's about, or what I tend to do, just because I just think it's easier for myself and for all you guys, is quite often I just put my newest video there, so people can go on my channel at any point and go, oh look, Dave's got a new video because that wasn't there the other day, you know, that type of thing. But you know, and I would recommend experimenting that. Now, for me personally, I just like to have my latest video, and if you customize within your channel, as I'm about to show you here now, on the PC anyway, you'll have two versions. So you have your for returning subscribers, you know, for you guys, you know, you guys are the core fans, and then just for random people. And basically I tend to do the same, but obviously you can put like a nice little title, and that just makes it a bit more personal as well. But you know, again, you could experiment. You can maybe have a welcome video for your new visitors, and maybe your new video, or maybe something a bit more personal for your new subscribers. Again, experiment with that. But you know, just to make it simpler, I tend to just have my newest video because it is just simpler. Now, what a lot of you guys have had, and I've looked on a lot of your channels, if you're new to this, etc., is they just literally have the uploads, which you'll see mine are further down, and that's fine. So it shows people straight away, but I think in the nicest possible way, I think you can do better than that. I think you can do much better. If you're watching this or listening to this now, you can do much better. So what I would highly recommend, experiment with this, but what I would recommend is maybe have a recommended playlist, or maybe a playlist of, you know, your most viewed videos, or videos that you are most proud of that you want people to see, and make sure they're at the top, because most people are going to see, you know, your trailer, your first few videos. Now, there are going to be people that scroll down like I'm doing now, but most people may just look at the first couple. So what I tend to do is I have my, you know, what I feel the most important, so that's my Tuesday 7 o'clock videos that you guys are getting value from. Well, I hope so anyway. And, you know, I tend to have them at the top. Now, it's very important to title them something that's, you know, part of, you know, so say, for example, your gaming channel, you might have like, you know, my best shooting videos or best strategy games or whatever. Mine, obviously, my YouTube tips on a Tuesday, so it's very obvious. It says there, you know, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And just write a little description. Now, you're probably thinking, why is this important? It's important because YouTube actually uses, just like with the videos that I've described in the videos, it uses the title and the description to find an audience for your playlists and your videos. And it's no different with your channel, so just bear that in mind as well. So, and also, if there's just random people visiting your channel, it just gives a little bit of a, you know, it adds to the title, maybe more about what the videos are about, gives a bit more content to the playlist, and makes it a little more professional. So bear all that in mind. Now, how I do mine is, at the moment, obviously I have my Tuesday videos, and I have a few playlists. So like recommended playlists. So at the moment I've got my Tuesday videos, my live streams, which you'll listen to now, my new editing tutorial series, which I know a lot of you guys got value from recently. And at the moment I also have a deeper look sort of playlist, and there's sort of my random videos, or for going to something a bit more deeper. And you know, for the more regular visitors, they may come across them, or even by accident, and they tend to be like, you know, interviews, or you know, if there's something really particular I want to talk about. And you're probably thinking, well, what's this got to relate for you? Well, think about your channel. So you could on yours have like, you know, the best shooters on the 360, or you can have like 360, PC, PlayStation, whatever. Or if you're like a strategy gamer, I'm using gaming just because it's the easiest example. This same thing can be used, the same strategy can be used if you're cooks. I know a few of you are cooks. If you're a musician, I know a few of you are musicians. You know, the same principle can be applied. So if you're a musician, for example, you could have your own personal covers. They're the ones you really want people to see, as well as being at the top. You know, make it easy as possible to have lots of little places to pull people in. And you can also do covers of songs, because I know my friend Perry does that, and that's awesome. So you could have that, so you know, they could get pulled in by the covers, pulled into the channel, and then they see your actual songs, like, oh, I really like his voice, I really like the way he plays, you know, the instrument he's playing, I'll see what his actual songs are like, and then you'll get views that way. So you're always trying to find ways and strategies to make it as easy as possible to keep people in within your videos, and that's why it's very important to do your end card stuff like that. But obviously we're staying within your channel at the moment.
So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share, and subscribe to this channel.
You're going to get value from this video. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video so far, as I've literally just said, I'm Dave from the TVR Craze, and I give weekly videos on YouTube tips, gear, editing, anything to do with YouTube, for you guys to bring you value. If that's something you're interested in, or sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. So let's crack on with how you just set up your channel. If you've only just joined us, I've been talking about the best way to, and the best strategies to set up your channel, how to get more views, and just basically I'm just going over today how to make it look as professional and as you know, as awesome looking as possible, so when your viewers come onto your channel, they think, you know what, this channel looks pretty decent, I'm going to subscribe to that. And ultimately you're here because you want to know how to do that. So let's crack on with that now. Alright, so if we just go back to the screen, I'm not going to carry on what I'm saying, I'm just going to continue from where I left off. So basically, underneath my recommended playlists, I've just got my uploads, because some people just might just prefer that. They might just want to scroll through what your most recent videos are. Now, if they're the same as the ones before, that doesn't matter too much, because obviously most people will look at the top couple anyway. But if people do scroll down, they will see your, you upload videos, and they'll be like, oh, cool, and let's see what his most recent stuff is. And you might thinking, well, are you doing the same? But you've got to remember, some people just look at them and click, and some people will scroll down, being on their phone, or on a computer, but obviously more people now using their phones. They'll be looking at, oh look, there's these live streams, and they might look through them and see which one relates to them. If you do live streams, I'm not saying you have to do live streams, I'm just using that as an example. This could just be another playlist of gaming videos or a different type. So say if you're like some of you are cooking channels, you could have like your own personal recipes, maybe things you've learnt, or maybe one of the playlists could be just maybe like a little blog or something like that, or maybe just like little hellos to your fans is probably a better way. If you was thinking of doing a whole separate blog, personally I would recommend a second channel, but I'll get on to that on a different video. So as you can see, I've just got lots of playlists of all things related, and it's highly important. So obviously at the bottom I have like my own films that I've made and stuff, for some older videos, and occasionally I mix it up a bit. I would recommend just maybe shaking around a little bit, which will make it interesting for your viewers. I think it just looks better if if you've got people that are on your channel a lot, perhaps it just looks like you've bothered. If you keep it updated, maybe shuffle it around a bit. Otherwise, it just gets a bit, oh, I've seen all this before, or he's got one new video, but all the rest are the same. And so quite often, because I've got like pretty much like 300 videos now, and actually figured of that, I think this actually is my 300th video. So there you go. And so sometimes I will bring some videos that are related to the content that I'm making at the moment. So bear that in mind as well, so you can mix it up a bit. Or if you've made a series that you was happy with, say a year ago, you could bring that back maybe. Just play around, but obviously making sure that your newest and your best quality content is at the top. Now, just looking at the back end of the channel, you're going to get value from this video. So just looking at the back end of the channel, I would highly recommend doing what I'm about to do now. So if we go onto YouTube Studio now, this is something I don't often do, and this is really cool. So you've got the channel dashboard. Now, something recently I think is really cool for us content creators is they're now calling our own videos content, which I just think is so cool from YouTube, because it just it makes us feel like what we're doing is more professional. It's more, it just feels better. It just, on every level, it just makes you think, what? Yeah, I have content. I'm not just making videos. I'm making useful content that bring you guys value and your viewers value. So I think that's really cool. So what I like about this then, if you look on your latest video, you can see how it's doing. Stuff like that. You get news, your comments are scrolling through and stuff like that. You can click on your content, look at all your videos, which is a really cool thing to do. You can look at playlists. Now, you used to be able to make playlist series, but YouTube have changed that now, because this is what YouTube do. They like to mix it up a bit. But that was a little way you can get more views. But definitely still keep tagging your videos. But that is also something that YouTube is gradually removing, because they tend to use words said in your video as tags, the title, how much people are actually clicking on your thumbnails, and using words from the first part of your description, and so make sure your descriptions are decent. So just on a slightly more detail on each individual video, if you can just make them as detailed as possible about whatever that video is, it really just show, it gives your audience sort of content of what the video or content's about, and again, it looks more professional. And so if I just randomly click on, say, my M50 video, which I'm very proud of, I'm not going to watch that now, but if one thing I'd highly recommend, not all you're doing, but I'd highly recommend it, is just a pinned comment on all your videos, regardless of how good or bad you think they are. And within that pinned comment, I sometimes leave little questions, or add little add playlist links to links, playlists within your channel, other videos, maybe if you've got a particular video you really want to push on your channel, maybe links to your other social media platforms, maybe a little thank you, you know, obviously make it personal to you. And the reason I say this is very important, as well as doing all this regardless in your description, is because it just gives another way to pull people in, because I've known from experience and through talking to some of you guys that some of you look on the description and quite often you'll go to make a comment and the first thing you'll see will be the pinned comment. So for some of you, you'll see the pinned comment probably more than even looking at the description. So just bear that in mind. Now at the same time, I don't think you should copy and paste both, because that's just, you know, lazy if I'm honest, but just make them a bit different and just think about that in your video. And also make sure that you just add 3 or 4 tags in your description, as that's a very useful way to get more views. So bear that in mind as well. So that's sort of the basics of your channel. I would highly say that, you know, a banner is very important, have a cool logo or profile. And a little thing I'm going to add actually now, if you really want to bring value, is always look at your channel and think, how can you make it look more professional to your viewers? How can you make people think, you know what, this is a place I want to come back to? If you're being brutally honest, if you're a bit lazy and you've just got a naff banner, you've just got your uploads, maybe one playlist, it just looks like you can't be bothered. And I know that literally all of you really want to push your channels. You really want to get your videos out there. So you've got to really see your channel like a portfolio, and you want to make it look as professional and as, you know, as eye-grabbing as possible. So you want a decent banner, decent logo, you know, all your channel set up the right way with lots of playlists, showing all your content in different ways, and just really bring value. Okay, so if you enjoyed today's video, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I hope you got value from today's video. I'll be talking about obviously how to set up a YouTube channel. If you want me to do more videos like this, feel free to comment below. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to comment. And as always, I will do my utmost best to answer your questions. So anyway, have a great weekend. Don't forget to check out our Tuesday video at 7 o'clock. If you know what we're doing, check us out also on Twitter and on all the other platforms. All the links are in the descriptions. And ultimately, have a great day. Keep pushing your channels. You guys will make it, because I believe in you. And thank you for your awesome comments and everything else. And I'm going to go now, because you know what? It's Friday night and I want a beer. And you know what? You guys rock! You're going to get value from this video. You're going to get value.